now we're going to the Toyota truck collection.
So the repo man was always looking for it, so he told me.
This is a hot market right now. Wow. Okay.
Cool. So to complement the Japanese cars, we had to have the Japanese pickups.
That's cool. That is awesome.
Worldwide shipping is available on this cream pupper. What a great day to be alive.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go. Morning, guys.
Hey, buddy.
How are you, sir? Morning, Zach.
Morning.
How are y'all?
Good morning, Dennis.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
What's your name, sir?
Dennis.
Dylan. Dennis. Alex, Sean P, James, Zach on the camera. So we're going back to Wayne Schmeckley's Liberty Firearms. I'm not sure if we're going to get to shoot the guns or not. I don't know. Oh. But the big thing we're doing this today.
Is that?
Japanese Z car collection and other Japanese cars. We get some coffee so we can grab our cup of Joe and go. Not exactly sure what's going to happen on this trip, but I think there might be a cocktail or two. Buckle up, here we go. If you're planning on drinking, whether it's a night after a hard day at work, on vacation, a pre-skiing, whatever, make sure your first drink is Z-Biotic. Z-Biotic's pre-alcohol probiotic, the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by a PhD scientist to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly and you'll feel your best tomorrow. It's an easy shot, you'll feel better in the morning. Try Z-Biotics today and get 15% off your first order with free shipping. Just click the link in the description below. They also offer a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied for any reason, you'll get a full refund. No questions asked. Make sure you have them before you have your first alcoholic drink. Here we are at beautiful Fort Morgan, Colorado. It's 50 degrees. Two of our guys wore shorts. Actually, where are we, Wayne? We landed at Fort Morgan.
Actually, this is Johnstown.
Johnstown, okay.
Johnstown, Colorado.
Great to see you again, sir.
Good, nice to see you. I got some people we got to introduce you to. Come on in. Sorry about the rain, guys.
No, it's fantastic.
Great. What are you talking about?
All right, who's new? You're the Z lady?
I'm the Z lady.
Hi, Dennis Collins.
Nice to meet you.
You too, ma'am.
So I got Sean P.
James, Sean, Alex, Michael Collins.
Nice to meet you.
So Jenny Boy, tell them about your business, what you do.
Well, I have a auto salvage, and basically what I do is I buy these cars junk and I will part them out, literally piece by piece, all the way down to the nuts and bolts. And then I will restore the parts and then turn around and sell them.
So you're doing 240s, 260s, 280s?
Mm-hmm,
You're doing 300 series cars also?
I don't.
Okay.
And I actually kind of got out of the ZX as well. So I'm really just doing the S30s from 70 to 78.
Well, there you go. If you need 76 to 86 CJ parts, I'm your guy. If you need 240, 260, 280 parts, Jenny's your girl.
That's right.
And she's a lot of knowledge for us. I mean, that's where, I mean, she's my kind of my consultant whenever I need parts. In fact, I think you brought us some parts today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's, everybody has to have somebody you network with. That's what's that all about. Also, we have Becca Weiss. Get
Let me come out of the rain.
Becca.
Yeah.
So, Becca is with the Bronco Club.
Okay.
Tell me about what you do.
We just have a Bronco Club locally, meaning all of Colorado, where any generation is welcome to join, and we do events, we do dinners, we do shows, we do trail rides. Anybody can log in, ask questions, post parts for sale. So it's just kind of a community for anybody with Bronco interest. And it's also open to anybody who comes in from out of town, comes here to ride trails, visit, do stuff like that, where they can meet other people, get some advice, get some leaders to take them on trails, things like that.
So it's not just Strop Broncos.
No, it's all Broncos, all gens.
And what's the name of it?
It's Mile High Bronco Club.
Oh, very clever. Very catchy. Mile High Bronco Club. And what city are you out of?
I'm out of Aurora.
Aurora.
Yep.
All right, very good.
I'm just lucky to be so close to this guy and all of his amazing toys, and so
He has
I
got
just
some
try to come
incredible
up
Broncos, that's
anytime
for sure.
possible. Yeah, I'll come for any of it.
So today we're talking about Japanese cars, right?
We are talking about Japanese cars. I know the market has been moving maybe faster than any other segment right now.
Oh, really?
From what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
The nice examples are hard to find. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jenny.
Absolutely.
I think Wayne's got some of the very, very best. I've chased them for a long time. I very rarely find a really, really good one. We think we have a new source, which I'll tell you about later.
Well, good.
But we're actually here to learn, so I hope Jenny's going to talk quite a bit about these Japanese cars and really what's going on in the Z market and what's hot and what's not. So I know what that is. I've never seen one in person, but let's end with that.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're going to start, you want to start with the oldest ones, probably, right?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
So, I mean,
Go ahead, ma'am.
that's a 1970, but what they were actually, these were actually made in '69. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, only about a handful of them, about 500 of them were made in 1969 with a 1970 production date.
Yeah.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is actually quite unique for a 1970. There's a lot of things about this car in particular that make it very unique. First of all, the production date looks like 11 of 69.
It is 11 to 69. It's car 193.
Okay,
Want some cheaters?
thank you. So what's unique about this car is that, first of all, if you come back here, there is no defrost on the back window. That makes it unique. This was only a handful of the earliest cars did not have defrost lines on the back window. Additionally,
Is that why these vents are here?
well, the vents, that's a whole other I can get to that. Back here on this taillight panel, this is one solid piece. On the later models, they did have little access panels that were built in so you could get to the taillight bulbs. This one does not have that. That's what makes this one so unique. And definitely early. The vents, as you were asking, is for actually the fuel tank venting and to get the fumes out of the car. They decided that this didn't really work, and so they changed this up about starting from 2 of 71. They ended up going to a different venting.
So all the 70s had those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All the way up until about 1 of 71.
Okay.
So that's really the biggest identifiers. Also to the emblems on the side here. These are metal. And the venting on the later cars, I can kind of show you how they changed up. The venting actually comes out here on the
Okay.
later model cars
I've seen
behind
that.
their emblems. So that's another thing that makes it unique too, is this particular emblem.
Now that they changed the hubcap, what, in 72?
Also,
still-
one of 71 was the last really D hubcap.
Okay.
So these are very sought after. They are reproduced now, but to get an original, it's pretty rare.
I agree. Nothing better than a D hubcap.
Yeah, this was the only year that they did the locking fuel door, right here.
That's
And
really
then
cool.
the scalloped gas cap too. Also, it was indicates the series one. Also too, the glass is clear. There's no factory green tint or blue tint to it. It's clear.
And we don't have any 260Zs in this collection yet, so we can jump from the 240s, I guess, to the 280, right? Yeah. This was on Bring a Trailer. It was in 2020. I had no Z cars in our collection, and this came on Bring a Trailer, had 350 miles on it, and it really grabbed my attention. And what's kind of neat about this car is actually it's got its own video. If you just go on YouTube and you put in 1976 350 mile Z, that company that sells cleaning supplies, I think it was Ammo, they did the article when they show up pulling out of the barn like one of your
Barn finds, yeah.
barn finds, and then cleaned it up. And then they had Adam Isaac. He actually kind of commissioned it over to bring a trailer. But what was neat about it, or the backstory on it, is the guy bought it new, brought it home, and found out there was a dent in one of the fenders. Took it back to the dealership and said, hey, there's a dent, I'd like to get a new fender. Well, they really wanted to just putty over it, but he wasn't going to have that, and so he wanted a new fender. So he takes it home, takes the fender off, takes it back to the dealership. Then while he has the fender off and why it's kind of out of commission, he takes the interior out because he's going to put a cassette radio in it. So basically he has it all tore apart, and I guess he ran into financial problems, and so the car just set from 76 till clear up into the 2000s, basically taken apart. And then that's when he finally decided to sell it. They went to Bring a Trailer, did the article on it, and it's really what kind of got me interested in the Z cars again. You want to open the hood on this one then, Jenny?
Original window sticker is $6,754. It's a little hard to read, but that's amazing to see original window sticker. Look at all the CAD plating and stuff. Wow.
That's good.
He mentioned CAD plating. That just made me think about, we should have opened the hood on that one, and you could have told him the story about when these came to the States, they didn't have pollution on them. So they had to do that in the United States, and so she could show you what they did special about that. So we might circle back to that one when we get done. But yeah, this one just only had 350 miles. They had it all, so it's all cleaned up. So it is a great example if you're restoring one, just to really be able to see what it's all about. These are kind of neat, it had a little door here, for your battery, for your other.
That is really cool design.
Fluids. It's interesting.
I bet the body shops didn't like that much, though.
Yeah.
A little tough to fix. So Jenny was pointing out on that car, so the vent's here now, as opposed on the back.
Well, this side, it's actually a blank,
Okay.
so it's just made to match that side. But yeah, that side over there is the vent for the fuel tank evap system.
Okay.
On that side
Well,
over
that makes
there.
sense.
Yeah, and
So
it's
that's
all
where the fuel
actually,
tank, gas tank is.
it's all kind of tucked up in the passenger side quarter panel underneath all the trim under there. There's a little metal tank. On the earlier cars, they're made out of plastic, but on they're little metal tanks that are just kind of for the
So
expansion.
all the
of
later
gas.
cars, like you said, they all have defrost here.
Yep. And on your 72 that you were talking about, it's going to be, no, 72 still was horizontal, but the later model Series 1 cars, they were vertical defrost lines.
Okay.
The back window would still fit from 70 to 78, no matter what style it was. So a lot of people take these later model ones and they put the vertical ones in because they kind of look cooler, which I think they do too.
Let's look at the smog on that one, like Wayne said, but wasn't the smog just required on the California delivered ones that year?
Yeah, technically, they were.
When somebody in the military ordered one of these because they had their own program back in the day that they could order one, it had to have smog on it, so they were all California delivered. So they ended up
Sure.
somewhere else in the world and it came back in. It had smog.
Yep, so right down here is the smog pump or air pump. And really all it is just a glorified air pump. It just injects air back into the exhaust system so that it basically dilutes it.
You're overly familiar with that, aren't you, Alex?
I am.
We fought that on one of them. We thought that was our problem, but that wasn't it.
And what I was referring to with these hose clamps, and yeah, they are the right color, but as a lot of Series 1 people are going to know, and they're going to notice this right away, is that these are the wrong style. And I have the correct style with me specifically for this car. I need to give those to you.
Well, I thought we bought them installed.
So yeah, it's just something I had noticed the first time we opened the hood. I went, oh.
But that's was neat when Mike was telling the story about it. He said, well, the ones that came from Japan were actually gold. The ones from the United States were silver.
Right.
And because that's that little pollution they had to put on it.
Right, exactly.
But did you guys say everyone had to have it that came to the United States, or only everyone that came to California?
Anything that had California emissions at the time would have required it.
I see.
So, but most of them came through California ports, so they would they would require it, but say this car came into Colorado at the time and didn't need it, you could simply just take it off and you can plug them.
What's the story in the little light over there?
Oh, that thing is great. I hope it works. So most of the cars, actually all of the cars from 70 to 78, and even the ZXs came with this too. This is a under hood inspection light.
Does it pull out and work?
It should.
Does the light bulb come off, or
It
what does
does,
it do?
yeah. You can just twist the.
So it's like
No, not that. Just the
Twist
head.
the end.
Yeah, just the head. Kind of push in and turn.
I can see what he wants me to do.
There we go.
There you go. And then you
So
can.
then you can take it over and look at what you want to look at, huh, with
Yeah.
extension cord.
Wow. Yeah, it's got extension. I don't want to undo all that.
It's got a really long cord, but you can like move it around.
Oh, so you got to just wad it up inside there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just wads up inside.
That's neat.
Isn't that cute?
So I assume there's a Z show in the U.S. every year to judge these cars.
There is actually. There's a bunch of different Z shows, but the big one is ZCon. And that one was literally just held in Nashville a couple of weeks ago. And they have 2 shows that they do every year. They've got the judged show, which this one would absolutely take the cake on, I think. And then they also have the People's Choice Car Show. And that one involves everything Nissan.
What's the highest award for a correct Z?
The highest award is the Gold Cup.
That trunk there, I think.
50th anniversary.
75 years ago.
Okay. And then another 50th anniversary. First place stock 280Z.
And if you do win the Gold Cup, what they do is they basically say you can't show again.
All
I mean,
right.
you can be there, you just can't compete because they want to be able to give everybody a chance to compete.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You already won it once.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
They don't want you to be a bully, huh? Give them that award.
Yeah. So Black Pearls were 1978 only, and this was Nissan's first attempt at a black car. They had never made a black car before, and this was kind of their attempt to see, okay, well, how's the market for black cars? And that was when, Trans Am was coming out with the black Trans Am.
Smoky and Bandit was in 1977, and that's what we heard. Smoky and Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese market seen how good Chevrolet did with the Smoky and Bandit car. And they
Yeah.
jumped into it.
So they decided, well, we're going to try this one. So this one actually it doesn't have any performance upgrades or anything. It's literally just pinstriping wheels, and then this one does have the louvers in the back, on the back window.
So then they got to figure out how much more attention they had to put in their bodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet they did.
exactly.
Put a lot more prep in
Yeah,
the black
we've
car,
talked about that
even
on
in
the
the
Jeeps,
factory.
yeah.
Yep.
Anything different on this engine compartment than the other ones?
So Black Pearls, is there something in the VIN that you can tell, or you just know because it's a black car?
You just know because of the,
And how many of these do they make?
gosh, I don't remember that. I
Back over
honestly
here on
don't
the
know.
storyboard, we have one over here. It says
850. So one for each dealer. Well, that makes sense. That's easy to remember. 850, one for each dealer. Well, notice the 5-speed badge.
Yes, these were a 5-speed. Yeah, these were great. So now a lot was happening with the Datsuns that are being restored or rebuilt. Not so much restored, but rebuilt. People are always calling me, do you have 5-speed transmission? A lot of the Datsuns came with 4 speeds, and everybody wants a 5-speed.
What was the first year of the 5-speed?
First year of the 5-speed was 1975.
Okay.
And then they had 2 different styles, from 75 to 77 is what they call the wide ratio, and then 78 to 83 was the close ratio, and everybody wants that one. And
What was the first year of these alloy wheels?
these guys are actually specific to the black car.
Wow. So finding a set of those would be tough.
Yeah, very much.
back to the Datsun name. I've had other collectors tell me that when Nissan came over to the United States, they questioned how successful they're going to be, and they didn't really want to tarnish the Nissan name, so they came up with the Datsun name.
That is correct.
Is there any truth to that? Is that true?
Yeah.
That's interesting, and like throw a name out there in case we didn't take off.
Says 15.
15. Yeah.
So this car's 15 miles. So it has to be the best one in the world, though.
I would think, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's tough to beat. That's delivery miles, probably.
I was about to say, isn't that right off the trailer?
And that is the dealership. That St. Ives, they're out of Massachusetts. They were a dealer from, let me think, 70 to 2005. And then they went out of business. And then they just sold these. So I think they've seen how good Mike Rogers' collection sold. So they went ahead and brought 10 of their cars out of their collection. And I would have loved to have all 10 of them, but sometimes you run out of money and you run out of space. And I tried to pick the 3 that I thought they'd be the hardest ever to get again. And so that's why I ended up with these 3 from him.
Learning a lot.
I did too, that's why we're
Then
here.
the next year, you know, it seemed like every year they did some kind of special, like, so that's a 78. Now here in 79, they did the whale tail, and you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, actually, so this is a ZXR. This is obviously 1979. This is the next body style up. They had to produce 1,000 of these to make them marketable. And well, the story is on this one, it's either 1,001 or 1,009 were produced, depending on who you ask. But the cool thing about this one is it's got this ginormous whale tail on the back, and this is an SCCA sort of thing that's on this car. This one runs basically the same exact engine as this one here does. This is what we call a N42 block, which is 2.8 liter. And as you can see, I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same. The only thing that's different here is this fuel injector cooler. I mean, a few other little minor differences, but...
So I noticed on the 70, the air cleaner's on the side, and then here later on they moved them to the front. It's just because they ran out of space. Is that why?
Most likely, there's a lot of mess going on in there.
I didn't realize the market was that big back then to sell 1,000 cars strong.
Yeah.
Because even a 500 unit run from a major American manufacturers.
Did you guys bring coffee back? You know, this is Coffee Walk.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these.
You know, I honestly hadn't seen one of these either in person until this collection, and now I've seen 3 of them, but not in this good of shape. But I love the whale tail on the back.
I actually told Alex this morning, I think we're going to learn more today than we learned in a long time. I mean, that's really the only books I ever read are on cars and stuff, and my Japanese knowledge is not very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. This is great.
Well, I think one thing that Wayne needs to get if he's sitting here working on anniversary cars and collector cars is the new Z that came out at ZCon this year, the 55th anniversary.
What is that? That was in the car then when we got it. What does it all have on it?
Dark blue, light blue, black graphics, body side hood, rear deck spoiler, ZXR logo, 1,000 vehicles only, silver mist metallic paint, 2-seater coupe.
Is that like a brochure that was in?
No, it's just kind of, I think it's just something somebody put together.
I see. And it makes you wonder when they all have 15 miles, is that how far it was from the factory to the boat, back off the boat? You know, it's kind of weird how there's 3 of them that all had 15 miles on it.
They've got to test it for at least a couple miles, right?
Yeah, you think so?
Out the factory,
Yeah, that was
make sure it runs.
The past owner's lucky number.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
There you actually, now the trunk, the back trunk opens in here, right?
Yeah.
Because right over here, I just noticed that. Did that release?
Is it just the top or is it the bottom too? There we go.
So not only are these crazy low miles, they've just been impeccably kept. And they look brand new.
So this is, he actually wanted, the dealer wanted to have an extra decal. So that's what that is. It's just an extra decal that,
Try to find one of those.
yeah.
Do you want to pull it out so you can see
That's
what it looks like?
amazing. I love it. Brand new. All right. Is there another one like this out there? Let us know.
So this one actually came from that Mike Rogers collection also. What's neat about these, there was 3,000 of the anniversary cars in 1980. 2,500 of them were the black and the golds, and only 500 were the red and black. And the red and black were for the 500 best dealers. So you had to be a top selling dealer to get a red and black one. And that's the dealership right there that got it. They kept it for all those years. And then when the father passed away, the dealership, the son ended up getting it, and then he went ahead and put it out on the market, and Mike Rogers was able to get it, and we bought it from his collection.
T-tops.
Only T-top car here. What was the first year of the T-top?
79.
So this is the first year of the T-tops?
That's pretty cool little write-up, some of the bullet points.
Made a lot of black and gold. So 2,500 black and gold, only 500 red and black. I like them both, but this is obviously the one to have. So like we were just saying, this dealer kept it for 40 years.
Yeah.
This car was never available. Wow.
Yes, the Zap.
All right, yo, repeat that again. What does this refer to?
Zap.
Zap.
So this was Nissan's special edition for 1977, which was the first year they started doing special editions. And basically, again, a lot like the Black Pearl, this is just a sticker package. Nothing upgraded with the engine, but this is in the Sunshine Yellow, which is obviously a very, very loud color. And basically it's just a decal option as well. Also comes with dual sport mirrors.
How many of these were produced?
7980.
Approximately.
Oh my gosh, you know,
I've
you
never
think
seen
I
one of
would
these.
know all this
I've never
stuff,
seen one of
but
these either.
I could look it up. I wrote all this down, but I honestly can't remember.
Anything different on this engine compartment than like the Black Pearl though?
Nope, same thing.
It's gonna be the same.
I'm into stuff that I can think of myself.
All right, Wayne, I got you something out of my license plate collection.
Okay, what do you got?
There's Humvees and 18.
Woo! Look at that!
But I can work on it.
Nice.
I'm into Humvees.
Look at that.
Oh, look
That's
at
cool.
That is really cool.
Thank you.
It's got to go on the Zap.
Okay.
How cool.
That is really neat.
I was wondering what you were doing with that.
Wonder what's the backstory on that? I wonder.
Do what?
Wonder what the backstory is on that.
Okay, so the backstory of this is this guy was in Ethiopia in our military in order date 71. It came in as 72. And he was a Z-Nut, and that was his license plate from 72 in Texas all the way to the current day until I bought his car.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Maybe he made up that name because the
was
Zap
gonna say,
name didn't
yeah,
come out
he-
till, what'd you
he
say?
knew.
Yeah. We'll
So
put
he
it
was
on there
ahead
with
of the
pride.
game.
Yeah.
We'll put it on there with pride.
Take a quick picture, you guys.
Look there, it fits perfect. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I think that's where that needs to be.
Appreciate it. And the last car is just a 280Z outside in the rain. Another car I got on Bring a Trailer right after the blue one. It had such a good ride up and such a nice original car, even though it has 30,000 miles. It's just immaculate. Hondas, you want to talk anything about those?
Absolutely, I love them.
That's the reason why he brought me and James to pick
Oh,
those up.
yeah. What, to pick them up and carry them?
Literally pick them
I
up.
love the Hondas.
So what I know about them is these were sold at the motorcycle dealerships before there were Honda dealerships in the United States. As far as car dealerships, you know, there was always motorcycle dealerships.
Right.
But the Civic, around 74 is when they had the actual brick and mortar dealerships that sold the Honda Civics. Prior to that, they had these little Honda 600s. They were in 4 colors. These are 3 of the colors. And then they also had Army Green.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, you go
Kind of an
back there, you
olive
see it.
drab-ish color.
Yeah. So a kind of a funny story. I liked them. I couldn't find really a nice Survivor, so I ended up finding this yellow one. I had Gary Riley with Level 1 restoring it, and you know, typically he's restoring boss cars or Hemi cars, and he was a little embarrassed to have this in his muscle car garage restoring it. And he said it was amazing how many people would walk right by a couple $100,000 Hemi car and walk over and look at the little car because maybe their girlfriend or they had one in college. But 600cc, I mean, that's the engine right there. It was so funny when we had it out of there, just 600cc air-cooled. And then I did end up finding this one in Texas. I forgot what town it was down there now. It's a Survivor, but these two are restored cars. But I mean,
45?
How fast will it?
I don't know that, but I think the gas mileage, one of these brochures that talks about the gas mileage was just unbelievable how good it was.
I'm sure they're probably crazy reliable like everything Honda.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Speedo says 100.
Oh, does it? Did you see
Do you see anybody doing 100 in this?
Not with those
the shifter is up here on the dash also.
Okay. Yeah, it's way
Sean, look down there. How big are those tires?
They're 13-inch.
13s?
13s, yeah. When you park them next to a golf cart, I mean, they almost are not as big as the golf cart. Yeah.
That is amazing. So you just see the olive drab, and that's it, huh?
Yeah.
So if anybody has an olive drab example that's never been driven, let us know.
Yeah, sign me up.
Wow, amazing collection. What are you missing in your Z-car collection that you would really like to have?
The gold one was pretty cool. You know, that
Gold
was
black, no mile one?
Yeah, that would be kind of a neat one. And then there's the Fair Lady. We'll
Yes.
get Jenny to talk about that one. What is that? I think that was the original one.
I actually know where quite a few of those are.
Oh, really? But are they all left-hand drive?
No, he's got 2 right-hand drives. There's a guy local to us that has a good-sized
Oh, yeah.
Fairlady collection.
Oh,
I don't know how many left-hand drive cars there were, but or they've been converted, but he does have a left-hand drive. I'm sure everybody's going to tell us
yep.
whether that's correct or not. I don't know if he converted it or not. Now we're going to the Toyota truck collection.
So the repo man was always looking for it. So he told me.
And this is a hot market right now. Wow. Okay.
Cool.
So to complement the Japanese cars, we had to have the Japanese pickups.
That's cool.
And
And to complement your four-wheel drive collection.
yeah, 4x4s that they kind of fit in real well. What's kind of neat is Toyota didn't come out with a 4x4 until 1979. Prior to that, if you wanted a Toyota pickup, but you wanted it four-wheel drive, you'd go to a company called Wolverine right there, and they would grab your, there's a little article right in there. Wolverine was set up with Dana, and they would convert your two-wheel drive Toyota to a four-wheel drive. So that's what these first two are right here. These are Wolverine editions. And then when Toyota come out with the four-wheel drive in '79, basically their customer or their market went away. So we do have a couple of these. Both of these have been restored. This one was kind of cool when we restored it. The guy originally had all the pinstriping on it. And that was a little bit challenging to find somebody who still knew how to do that.
Dennis knows a guy.
Yeah. Daniel Gay is the best pinstrapper in all of Dallas-Fort Worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's semi-retired, so.
I see. Yeah, I'm not sure who Gary Riley found, but I mean, they did a nice job on him. So that's what the first two are. And then most of these Toyotas you'll see, have 200,000 miles on them. So to find something that has 20, 30,000 miles on them is just amazing. The middle one right here is kind of neat, where you could tell the dealer did a little bit of upgrade, because I've talked to other collectors and they've never seen that stripe before. So like we've talked before on the red one right here, it has a dealer added stripe on it that really wasn't part of Toyota. But they tied it back in there and said 4x4 in the back. But that was kind of neat, but we've talked about that before, where you'll take kind of maybe a blah or standard looking truck and try to upgrade it.
The ones that we see in Texas, I mean, it's not unusual to see one with almost 300,000.
Yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
So one of my guys that works for me, even though we're supposed to be Jeep only, Randy Martin, we had one of these that we traded in. It had 230 on it, and he drove it another 100,000 miles to 330. So to find one of these with 20 or 30,000 miles is almost like finding a collector car with no miles.
It really is, and what was neat about this, and we just recently got this one from another collector, Jason Rigger out of California. He's a Toyota enthusiast. He bought it from the original owners. They were an older couple that had a camper shell on it that took it camping. And so that's why it has 20,000 miles on it, and you look at the bed, it's just perfect. But then it's got a few holes drilled in the bed on the side there where they actually bolted the camper down.
Which is okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Some of the very, very best trucks that we've had, the short mile ones, had campers on them, and the beds are beautiful.
I mean, the camper basically saved them. You're not going to load a barrel or something in the back, if it's got a camper shell on it.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's great. Even just a couple scratches.
They didn't bolt it down with very big bolts, so did they? It might have been just a screw. Yeah, because there's one here too.
It's like they use tech screws.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of faith.
Yeah.
The Wolverine trucks, which to me are amazing. What is that bed off of on the step side?
That was actually a company, being in California, just a specialty company.
Okay.
but it's fiberglass.
Because it almost looks like a Chevy leather.
Yeah, it kind of does, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, we, so far on Coffee Walk, have yet to see any that are this nice, have we?
This is the next generation. They went with the, that has the, what's the number on that one?
22R.
22, and I think this is the 24. No, I guess it's a 22R also. Which one I was thinking had a different one in it?
This is a really famous motor.
Yeah.
Good grief, how clean this truck is.
Yeah.
73,000 miles, and it looks like a 10,000 mile truck.
That's what I was thinking. That's a different engine here than Dennis. It has a 20R versus 22R. Well, that's all.
I was gonna say, do you want your back on?
I gotta look at this Wolverine again.
This is so cool.
That is so neat.
You say fiberglass?
Yeah, but look how nice it is.
Huh.
Full finish on
That is super cool.
What a killer restoration. Look at the skinny wheels. They look neat though.
It's like trailers with the tires.
all of them are super skinny.
Trailer
Ones on
wheels.
this one behind us.
It's got to be better than it was when it was new. That's absolutely amazing.
Find somebody to do that anymore.
Sean, look at this little bitty super winch. And then look at the controller inside. They've got it wired all the way to the dash. It's just got a hand control. You had both of these restored.
We did, yeah. This one had been restored and we actually re-restored it. And then this one was really come out of, I think it was New Mexico. It was actually in decent shape. I mean, it was all there, but it was just tired. Then level 1 restoration restored both of these.
Well, they're not scared of anything, are they?
No, they're not. That's what I love about Gary. And maybe we don't give him a choice either, you know.
Well, he must be a good customer. That's amazing.
But I got a kick out of seeing the article here. And that's what I love about in a lot of these old magazines. You could actually refer back to them. See, like this here is August in '77. And they show the story how, you know, shows them doing actually, it looks like 8 of them at a time right there. So they actually had a pretty good restoration going on. I mean, a business going on out of Van Nuys, California.
So are these the two versions they had? Obviously the step side,
Yeah.
the fleet side?
It is, yep.
You want another version?
Yep. And there's clubs, I mean, there's guys who just specialize in these Wolverines. You know, there's actually, you know, a website, a club that always out looking for them. And I mean, a good giveaway for a Wolverine, if it's before '79, but it's 4-wheel drive, it's somebody's done the conversion on it. And there's a good chance that it is a Wolverine, and they're very collectible and very desirable.
You soaking that up, Alex?
Yeah, keep that in mind, yeah. If it's a Toyota that's a 4x4 before '79, you want to take an extra look at it if it's 4x4.
What a great learning day. I learned a lot today.
I know, right?
Bar pickles. We're gonna set those over by Wayne because I heard you recommend.
I need the pickles.
You recommended that.
Here's some chicken nachos. Where wants me to set those? Chicken
Right here.
nachos. And some beef taco nachos. Right here.
Yummy.
Is that yours, Michael? Yes, it is. I need a setup. All right, I'm gonna steal Zach's setup.
There's another one.
All right, so we'll just pass all this stuff around. If you want something, throw it on your plate. If you don't, don't.
Oh, you want to be by
Right, James?
That's right.
And we'll eventually figure out what the best bite is. Whoa, that would have been a fail. All right, that looks hot, Zach. Thank you. What do you think? Should I just burn my tongue right off the bat?
Hold on. I'm kidding.
All right. We're gonna pass your way, Mike. Oops, excuse me. I hope not grenade my Think that's a hot jalapeno?
It might be.
Well, it looks pretty hot. It's awfully green.
Is there another plate down there?
How's the
Like
first
family
bite?
style, huh?
Yeah.
There's a few fries, there's some Eagles chips. The top plate is hot, so be careful.
That looks good.
They're hot. Chili fries. You want to go your way, Wayne, or this way?
Keep going the same.
Keep going your way, Michael.
Okay.
All right. Chicken nacho. Chili fries. What temperature hot? Ooh, that's a big chicken nacho.
Scoop, yes.
Zach must be starving.
I'm so hungry.
Michael. Gonna keep rolling around. I gotta do some real tomato ketchup over here, Mike.
I got some
Eddie.
We got Heinz.
some wings,
Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best. We're at a quality restaurant.
steak medallions,
Steak medallions cooked medium.
and the top plate of these buffalo fries are hot too. So I don't know. I'm just gonna try to set them here. Sorry.
I told you Dennis doesn't go hungry, does he?
Good.
When he said he's gonna order everything, I said that's what I
All
heard.
right, we'll get a piece of steak. Should I put some au jus on there, Zach?
I think it'd be a crime not to.
Single dip. Should get one of these Wayne before they go around.
I might grab a steak. I got to support my industry.
That's right.
We've had one on mine. No, I'm just moving it. It's like a
That big old piece there.
So Wayne, would it be fair to say that beef kind of supports your car collection?
It does.
Okay. So those of you wondering how you get such a wonderful car collection, eat beef.
It's what's for dinner.
Love it. Say it, Mike. That is good beef.
There's a couple more. These are
Oh wow, look at these coming.
All right, Zach, we got to figure out a best bite. I think we're going to go with the buffalo waffle chicken
What is
fry.
This is
Oh
boot
yeah.
shooters.
this? It was what?
Boot shooters,
Which is what?
jalapeno poppers.
Boot scooters. I like that.
Oh, really?
Poppers. I like jalapeno poppers.
Okay. Well, how cool is that?
Steak shooter,
All the way down.
buffalo chicken waffle fries with cheese, green chili cheese fries, all together. I don't know, that might be best appetizer bite, but I'm gonna try that. That's a good mix. These are outstanding. Super crunchy.
Right.
Some mussels. All right.
Waffle fries.
I'm only going to dip once, Wayne. One on each side.
Boot shooter, it says, huh?
That is a big jalapeno.
That is.
Oh my gosh, more.
That's a Texas jalapeno there.
There's one more.
On tape.
A little bit of a fail.
One more left. Thank you.
Note to self. Use a fork when you're eating a boot shooter. All right, now we got to try the other dip since we got both types.
That dip is really good here. I put it on my steak.
Okay, here we go.
We have chicken wings over here too, somebody.
So far, so good. Zach's starving, so let's appetize. Wait, it was good. The Boot Grill, good recommendation. Do the all in and the appetizers. Then you don't have to do the steak. You can come back later at night for that, right?
For sure. It's very good.
All right, let's go shoot one of these.
Okay.
Oh my God!
She's spicy.
That's badass.
No balls wanted.
That's Stoker's got some.
That's fun.
You can see how that eye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mike's in the bathroom, and so.
Do it again. Just hold it. I got it.
As always, please
Like, tag,
Share and follow.
and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.